All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. Today is September the 29th. Right now it's 10:48 a.m. So, yes, I have come back to my morning routines. Thank God. Both kids are in school. Actually, one of them are. Uh, oh wait, where's Marcus? I haven't seen him the whole morning. All right, never mind. I'll finish recording the video first. All right, so let's let's dive into the market. All right, so let's take a look at the market. Okay, frankly speaking, it's not looking very good, and you can probably tell with your bare eyes that we are looking at a lower low and a lower high. But the good thing is the support at 40,000, it's still strong. Yesterday, Bitcoin briefly touched 40,000, and the same thing the day before, and then 2 days ago, 5 days ago, 7 days ago, and 9 days ago. So this support is being used by quite a few people, basically. Whenever the price comes down here, it generates a pretty significant bounce. However, it looks like we're going to have to choose a direction. The market will have to choose a direction. Sooner or later, it might happen today or tomorrow. It's either going to be consolidating, or it's going to bounce back a little bit, or it's just going to blow through the support and then go down. There, I have predicted the market, and I'm 100% that I will be correct. One of these three scenarios will for sure happen. All right, so you can thank me later when one of these scenario happens. So that's my prediction for Bitcoin for today. What does it mean? What does it mean for us, right? For the holders, like people who hold Bitcoin. For people who hold Bitcoins for the longer term, right? Don't change your strategy. I know a lot of people that's they have Bitcoin locked up in their cold wallet, but they can't help but listen to people like me on the internet talking shit about predictions for Bitcoin, and then it's gonna drop, and then suddenly you feel like you should do a hedging, or whatever that you should take the coins out of your wallet and then start maybe intraday trading so that you get more. Don't do that. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't know that they don't know what they're doing. A bit tricky, but for people who hold, I'm a long-term Bitcoin holder. I have coins in my wallet that I will never touch. Never say never. Maybe not never, but I will not touch for a long time. And I do believe that with the current economic situation and financial markets, the price of Bitcoin will eventually go up above and beyond 64,000, which is the previous high. But for the short term, is going to suffer a little bit, maybe even go back down to 29 or even further, but I will not be harmed if the price goes down, right? Because I used money that I don't need to buy Bitcoin. Remember, always buy investment products with money you don't need, because chances are you will lose it all. Even if you know what you're doing, right? If you don't know what you're doing, you are 100% lose it all. Just a matter of time. You might be gaining a lot more in the interim, or you might get lucky. But if you keep in the playing field, if you stay in the playing field, eventually you will lose it all. It's just like playing in the casino, right? they are not worried that you win. They are worried that you've decided to back up your profit and leave the market, right? So as long as you stay in the market and keeps gambling, you will eventually lose it all because the odds are not in your favor if you do not know what you're doing, that is. So having said that, for people who know what they're doing, or for people who openly know that you're trading, are there opportunities? Let's dive in to look at if there's any opportunities for the intraday traders or for the speculators to trade Bitcoin, right? So and also a disclaimer, this video or this channel is purely for entertainment only. Things I say might be wrong. Most of the things I say will not be will have zero ground, or there's no fact check. I'm just doing market analysis based on the chart, and don't take my words as a financial advice. Do not invest everything you have. Invest money you do not need. Invest responsibly. Okay, so that's it. Let's dive in and see if there's any opportunities. But before that happens, with the chart looking like this, I don't know. I kind of so. All of the hope, it's on whether or not the support will hold, right? But look at this downforce. It's just so strong. It's gonna at least consolidate a little bit or break, then comes back. What I want to see is it breaks, comes back, consolidate, comes back a little, consolidate, then goes up like this, right? This will be the best case scenario. So, and then if I see this happening, I will be patiently waiting here. There will be tons of opportunities. There's no need to gamble here, because the probability of us or people who gambles during this period winning, it's not as much when the trend is a lot more clear like this, right? So if you're getting here, you have a lot more you have a much higher probability of winning if you do open long positions like I do. I don't do short positions, but then if you're also interested in shorting the market, this is still very kind of difficult to see because the direction is not clear. If you were to short, right, this will be the best opportunity for you to short right here, and then again here, and then again here, but not here, right? Not here. So it doesn't matter which side you're on. Right now is probably not the best time to get into the market. Just hold and watch. What I'll do is, let's zoom in a little bit, right? Let's look at the 4-hour. It's not fun. 1 hour, yeah, 15. I don't know. I will just patiently wait for the price to come down here and then see if it holds. Because the risk is just too high here, right? So you got less than $600 of space here, and look at how violently the candlestick moves when it comes close to the support resistance here. It's just very hard to win. So my recommendation will be just to stay put, wait for the direction to clear itself before you want to do anything else. I kind of was hoping to get in here, but then I waited a couple more candlesticks and then decided not to get in, and then it looks like my concerns were right. But then actually I shouldn't have done that, because this is a very clear trading signal and I should get in here. It doesn't matter what I think of the market. If I see the signal for me to get in, I should get in, whether or not I believe the market will go up or down. Because I have to take this I have to keep this completely objective, right? I have to take my subjective ideology or ideas of the market completely out of this game, so that I can achieve consistent results. That's how the pros are doing it, right? But then, I didn't do that. That's a bad thing. But then the good thing is I didn't have to lose my betting money here. But then it's just $100. It's I guess it's worth it. Chances are it could definitely bounce out, but nope, didn't work. All right, never mind. So that's Bitcoin. With Bitcoin looking like this, there isn't really much to say. I guess one of the thing is maybe BNB. BNB did a pretty good jump yesterday, but for people who can't wait to rush in, I'm going to draw this for you. All right? What are you seeing? High, lower high, lower high, lower high, higher high, lower low, higher high. So this might look like a interesting graph if this can work, right? So let's put this support line here. If this support line gets validated, that means the trend will be reversed a little bit, right? And it's definitely worth trying out here. So my trading plan for BNB will be to wait for the price to hit 358 and then observe if the support is getting validated, and if it is, I'll get in at around here and bet that the price will go up. Everything is a bet. Everything is a bet. We're just betting with the signals that we have gathered over the years, which will help us to gain an edge against the market. That means that over a period of time, over many different trades, we will have a higher probability if we follow the signal. We'll have a higher probability of winning, that is. So that's it for BNB. I'm just gonna skim through these coins. A lot of them are close to this, right? This is a pretty significant critical support resistance line. But all of these coins are closely connected to how well Bitcoin's doing. So let's just wait until Bitcoin and Ethereum can pick out a direction to go before we get in. With the exception of BNB. BNB is, it's a bit different now, right? It's doing like this, so hopefully it'll hold. But for people who are not sure, right, what I want to do is I will wait for it to step up on here before I join. All right. ICP, it's just it's an ugly graph. Look, it's just downward trend, no stop. Solana is doing interesting because you see it's the bottom is getting lifted. So the hard support is around 128, right? So whenever the price hits 128, it gets pulled up. Here we go. Around here, right? It gets pulled up, but the highs are also lower here. So we're closing in on the range, and a direction will probably also be picked by the market, maybe within the next few hours. what I'll do is maybe it looks like we're gonna have another downward trend from 133 to 128. There's no, yeah, it's just gonna keep going down. Oops, sorry. Okay, there we go. It's 1 hour. So let's wait for Solana to see if it does do any kind of bounce around this area. If it doesn't, then it's gonna go hit this support here. So that's a $5 range. For people who wants to short, well, the best position to short is here, right? If you want to short here, it's a bit risky. It's a bit risky, but because you're guessing the market, right? You're basically gambling. You're basically gambling the market will continue to go down. But will it bounce back? Absolutely. There's a probability for that. Will it stay consolidating here? Yeah. Will it go down? Yeah. It's just all three scenarios will happen. But only one of them will be the reality. Which one is gonna be? Are you 100% sure that Solana will continue to go down here? How much risk do you want to take? So that will be the question that I ask myself before I place the bet. Are we at the right price? Are we seeing the right trend? Do we have the signals? The signal being, if you're wanting to short, a signal would be go up like this, but it didn't work, right? Something like this, or something like this. Either way, are you seeing any of these charts? You're not, right? So I wouldn't rush in. I'll just wait for more signals to become available. Look, here's a signal, right? Here's a signal. Here's the signal. So this is also a good opportunity to short. This is a good opportunity to short. But shorting here, no. You might win. You might win. I'm not saying that you will not make money if you short here. It's just the probabilities are probably not going to work out with the system that I use. If you have a different system that that has a strong signal telling you that you should get in and short Solana at this point of time, go do it. Different system will have different signals. You just have to stick to your own. Don't switch to a different system in the middle of the trade, or try out different systems throughout several trades. You're just gonna be wasting money. All right. Okay, so that's Solana. What's next? FTT. FTT is, FTT sort of, it's this really, if you remember what we were just talking about, right? This is a huge shorting signal, right? A big shorting signal. You should short here. And it's probably just gonna keep going like this, or if it bounces back and it doesn't break, there's also another opportunity to short here. But the entire market sort of went on short like this. There's no sign of slowing down, so I will be very cautious if I were to open any long position. I don't feel comfortable opening long position for FTT. So that would be my own plan. But I would just watch it, because I do have a lot of FTT staked at FTX.com. That's where I mostly trade my my cryptocurrencies. There's not much I can do, unfortunately. But then I kind of got in when the price is cheaper, so I guess it's okay. Ugly. Filecoin. Definitely a super strong shorting signal right here. All right, so it's another shorting signal here. Matic, short. AVAX, short. DYDX, ooh, strong, super strong. This is a super long market, right? Look at this. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's probably gonna go up even higher. Let's do a quick Adams flip here. Boop. Okay, so the next line is probably gonna be here, 28. Ooh, okay. Oh, actually, it's already hit 28, almost. Yeah, I don't know. Will it come back? It looks like it definitely looks like the trend is continue to build up. Because DYDX is this decentralized exchange, and then they are offering their coins for making market makers and market takers. If you do trade on DYDX, chances are you're probably going to get some DYDX coins. People are getting 1,000, like people are getting DYDXs in the hundreds. Like, so you could safely get 100 or 200 DYDXs in the value of 10,000, $1,000 to $2,000 on a daily basis. So you get $2,000 for free if you trade enough volume on DYDX. So it's safe to assume that whoever is behind DYDX will want to continue to pump DYDX high, because this is just super duper marketing. Given how decentralized it is, and then it's definitely cheaper to pump up the coin and to get everybody to trade on DYDX. Look at the volume on DYDX; it's exploding. This mechanism is definitely working. It's definitely working, especially during this time. All right, so super smart whoever's behind this, but then also that means whoever's pumping it. Once they've reached their goal, they will probably not going to pump it. And does that mean that people who've been mining DYDX by trading on DYDX will dump off their coins? I'm not sure, but that's just a possibility. But at this price, I wouldn't want to buy. I will probably trade on DYDX to get the free coins. Yes. But I will not get into the market hoping to open long position. It's just it doesn't it's probably not the safest, highest probability. Everything it needs to be considered in probability, right? I might miss it. You never know. It has happened a long time ago. Like I bought at 14, which I think was a fair price, but then I quickly got out of the market when the price increased to 18 because I thought it's just way too high. But then look at that. Look at what it is now. It's 25. At one point, it was very, very close to 28. But what you're going to do? There's no way you can predict the market, right? We just have to bite our nails, bite a bullet, and be on with our lives. There are lots of opportunities in this world. You can't be possibly getting every single one. Just it's okay to let go of a couple. Your life will be happier. It's impossible. It's impossible to buy at the lowest and to sell at the highest. It's impossible. All right. So, OXY. Interesting. Let's see. Okay. I don't know why people are pumping OXY, but maybe the ecosystem is getting ready to do something. I don't know. It's an interesting ecosystem coin, but we kind of missed this. It'll be very difficult for us to get in with the system that I have. What I can do is probably wait for it to fall back, land a. It depends on where it lands, right? Because right now it's in the process of correction. I don't know will it land here? Will it land here? I don't know. It looks like it's slowing down a little bit, so chances are it might land here. And when this happens, let's set up a alert and observe whether or not this is gonna happen. And then if it does stand, oh, okay, interesting. If it does work like this, OXY might open up a pretty interesting upward rally. That is independent from Bitcoin, which is nice. That's always nice, right? So I'm gonna mark it as interesting. Adam, no. Uni has been getting a lot of attention, but it's just I don't think it's gonna keep doing that. There are just a lot of people trading Uni. But the good thing is, if you look at this, right? It was downward trend, like lower low, lower low, lower high, and then suddenly the good news happens, and then this support worked. So the trend has kind of officially reverted to more promising trend. So this was lower lows all the time and lower highs all the time, right? But then now it looked like lower low. All right, this is a higher low compared to here, right? This is a higher low, higher high. However, lower high, but higher low. Lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, lower higher. It's converging into one point. I wouldn't get in right now, but I would definitely be interested in finding out if this support is gonna work. Let's move it up like this. And if this support resistance works and then Uni somehow stands and confirms the support of 24,068 around this area, right? This area. Then I'll be very interested in getting in Uni and opening a long position. So if you pay attention, like the coins that are interesting are all having their own BNB, are all having their own charting, right? Not looking like Bitcoin. Like if you look at these coins that are not interesting, they all look like Bitcoin somehow because they follow Bitcoin's trend. But for the coins that are not following, there's definitely opportunities, right? So if you want to pick out the coins that might do better than Bitcoin, definitely look for the ones that have a different charting pattern. Okay? And that's what I'm doing now. See, none of these have a different charting pattern, so I'm just gonna skip it. So in summary, today's coin to watch, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, we have to make sure that this holds, right? And BNB is doing something interesting, DYDX definitely, and oxygen system. Okay, so for myself, I'll also watch Solana because I do have the coins. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like the content, please do subscribe. I do want my subscribers to grow much beyond 15. Thank you for 15 of you who have subscribed. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want me to help you to analyze any of the coins or any market for the factor, because I do trade Nasdaq, mini Nasdaq futures and other futures product as well, but I just don't have time to analyze them here. But anyways, leave a comment, let me know what you want, and then I'll see if I can incorporate them into the video. So that's it. Peace. Take care.